Come on, Barbie, let's go party. What up, y'all? It's your boy Infamous, but you call me M3. Boy, welcome back. Okay, I know I'm a little late to the game. I thought I might as well give my commentary, do a little review slash commentary on the Barbie movie, starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling. Like, share, and subscribe, follow me on Instagram, check me out on DeviantArt. Links to everything is down below. And guys, I recently got TikTok, so if you guys don't mind, follow me on there too. Okay guys, I might want to give out a disclaimer first. Guys, I'm not here to promote hate, misogyny, or any other hate in the world, alright? I ain't down with no hate or nothing. And I'm just a guy pretty much giving my own personal opinion on this movie though. Now that we got that out of the way, let's begin. Okay, our main hero of the story is pretty much stereotypical Barbie. The movie kind of does narrate and kind of tells a brief little history about the Barbie dolls, about back in the old school days when dolls were a thing for girls. Girls can only pretend to be mothers. When Barbie was created, it pretty much allowed women to be more than what society or whatever social expectations that Barbie was made in at the time. Anywho, what was it? Because of Barbie's existence, it kind of solved all the problems of feminism in that universe, I guess. And all the Barbies live in Barbie land, pretty much an alternate dimension, where pretty much the whole world there is pretty much the majority of the world's infrastructure is run by women, and the men technically the men in that universe, in that realm, is pretty much called, they're just called Kens, nothing else. I mean, there is this one dude named Alan, but no one don't seem to really pay him that much attention. Anywho, pretty much stereotypical Barbie, our leading lady, played by Margot Robbie, is pretty much having a perfect day until one day she realized, hey, has anyone died or anything? And because of that, she started to realize that everything's starting to become unperfect for her, and that she's starting to become unhinged or something. And she went to this weird Barbie to seek answers, and the weird Barbie told her the whole reason all this stuff is happening to you is because someone is playing with you in the real world, and some little girl is again playing with you, and that little girl or someone that was playing with her is feeling sad, miserable, and there was a portal in between their dimensions. In order for Barbie to stay perfect and everything else, she needed to venture out in the real world and pretty much find that little girl, or find that person that was playing with them to fix everything. Barbie was not even didn't even want to go do this, so she went out in the real world to do this. But while she was on her way there, Ken Ken, Ryan Gosling's character, kind of snuck in her car and kind of came with her, and they went to the real world. And in the real world, they Barbie encountered guys harassing her, she kept getting arrested and all that. And then she ended up meeting this middle school or high school kid named, I forgot her name. Point is, she pretty much put out all the horrible things that Barbie kind of stands for in itself. And there was this lady that was working for Mattel, the company that makes Barbie. And the Mattel guys found out that Barbie and Ken actually came out in the real world, and they were trying to hurry up and get Barbie back to Barbie land, because there was some crazy incident years ago. And Ken went out by himself for a little bit. He was seeing a world where in the real world, guys had jobs, they had meaning and all that stuff, and he was reading a book about patriarchy and all that stuff. So he pretty much went back to Barbie land to pretty much turn Barbie land to patriarchy in the real world. Okay, anywho, Mattel find Barbie, and pretty much we got an epic chase scene. And we found out that the mom, that little girl's mom, is actually the middle schooler's kid's mom, is like the one that was playing with Barbie, and the reason why the whole thing happened with Barbie was because she was feeling sad. And that was just really weird though. Anywho, by the time like the three of them went back to Barbie Land, Ken pretty much took over everything. Pretty much the women, well, the Barbies were all brainwashed to being like some sort of like puppet, some sort of puppet ticket. I mean like, and just like a girlfriend and the guys are just doing stereotypical male guy things. Ellen wasn't even affected by any of this. Then what was it? Eventually like they, what was it? Overtook the Kens by like pretending to be brainwashed and everything else and to follow the rules of the Kendom, I guess. The Kens were like fighting amongst themselves. There was like an epic beach fight. And after that whole thing, after like, after that, it was, after that, pretty much like the Barbies realized that they were taking the Kens for granted. And the Kens really didn't like all that masculine stuff anyway. They didn't really like any of this. And what was it? The Mattel guys showed up late, and what was it? The creator of, what was it, Barbie? I forgot. Okay, Barbara. I mean not Barbara, but Ruth was like had like a little one-on-one chat about Barbie, and pretty much like Barbie wanted to become human. She became human, and she went to like the doctor, seeing a gynecologist, and that was pretty much it. Okay, and going back to my honest opinion, and again, I don't mean to offend anybody about that. Okay, when I was like watching like other YouTube videos commenting on the movie, some people pointed out the fact that, let's be honest, that the Barbie movie is like some sort of misandrous propaganda. Okay, in case you don't know what misandry is, the definition by misandry is the opposite of misogyny. Well, it's the female equivalent to misogyny anyway. Instead of like, what was it? Women hating, what was it? Instead of men hating women, women hate men. That's pretty much the gist of it. And I can see the reason why. I mean, when I first watched the movie, to begin with, I thought it was like a man-hating, like the whole thing was written by a man-hating feminist. But it really, well, I mean, they did make some stupid guy jokes. But even in the middle of the movie, Barbie stated the fact that Kens were superfluous, meaning that they're useless or they're above on age. So I can see the reason why. I mean, I would say that mostly like the opinion mostly comes from very conservative people. And like, crap, I forgot what conservative means, but point is, like, some people think that like the whole Barbie movie was just nothing but like a man-hating, like just nothing but man-hating for most of the movie. I mean, when I first watched it, that was kind of my impression. I didn't intend to even watch this whole thing in the first place. But, well, I forgot what the book was. I mean, again, I can see the reason why, because again, they always like make the dude like ridiculously dumb, and like Barbie couldn't even stand to be anywhere near Ken for like most of the movie. I mean, for the first half of the movie, she couldn't stand to like be anywhere near him, I guess. I know that, let's be honest, the way that the Barbie treats the Kens, it kinda is, if you think about it though. Okay, to be honest, I wasn't expecting Ken to be the bad guy of the movie, to be honest with you guys, because like, I'm gonna be honest with you, when I first saw the Barbie trailer, I thought the Mattel guys, with like Will Ferrell's character, I really thought that he was really the bad guy in all of this. Okay, to answer the question, in my opinion, I don't think Ken was really a bad guy. I mean, he was just trying to do what he was made for. I mean, he stated himself the only reason that he exists, the only joy that Ken actually gets out of his life, is because of Barbie. I mean, the only reason why he was made for. I mean, from what my sisters told me, Ken is pretty much Barbie's boyfriend, because my sister used to play with Barbie dolls a lot when we were kids. So, I mean, just imagine this. Just imagine this. Imagine if God, and you have memories of this, of God literally making you to do this one particular task, and He sends you down to Earth, and He told you you're not allowed to do it. I mean, in my honest opinion, Ken was just confused about his purpose. He was just confused and questioning, like, his existence. Like, let's be honest, all the Kens were questioning, well, I mean, not all of them, but I'm just saying Ken, representing, like, the rest of the Kens, they're questioning their own existence. I mean, let's be honest, would you question your existence at that point? Like, you were put on this earth to, like, to do one thing, and you're not allowed to do it. I mean, would it make you sad? Would it make you miserable? In order, would you still want to... Okay, I don't want to go that dark, but would you still want to be alive? I mean, you were created for one thing and one thing only, and you're not allowed to do what you were made for. In order that, when the mom and the daughter and Barbie went back to Barbie Land and noticed that everything's changed? Like the way he treats, like, the lady, all the Barbies, like, he didn't enslave them, he didn't, like, there was no sign of abuse or anything. Like there was, like, no sign, like, you know, that in the kingdom, the women were really happy. I wish that they honestly, like, had, like, a lie detector, I don't know, a lie detector moment where they, like, test the Barbie to see if they were telling the truth, or if they really enjoy it and like all this. I mean, I'm just saying, like, they could have just did that. I'm just saying, to, like, see if, like, they actually like this stuff, and but yeah. I mean, Ken is not really a bad guy. He's just a lovesick dude that's trying to fulfill his purpose. I mean, after all, that's what he was made for, to be Barbie's boyfriend, I guess. In my opinion, the movie was pro-men. I'm just saying, like, okay, going back to, like, the movie was mostly, like, the man-hating thing. It wasn't really man-hating, because, like, after Barbies, like, took control over everything again, well, the Barbies could have just easily, like, beat the crap out of, like, all the Kens, and pretty much force them to, like, go back to the way it was, with the Kens just nothing being superfluous to, like, to them. But Barbie and Ken kind of, like, had the little talk about, like, that not every day could be girls' night, and that Barbie was sorry for, like, taking him for granted. Like, she kind of was. And, well, okay, that just got me thinking about, like, if I'm taking all my female friends for granted, man. I mean, I'm saying that apology scene kind of got me thinking, if I'm, like, aircraft. Crap, I cannot talk today. It kind of got me thinking, am I taking my female friends for granted? Am I? I mean, I never do take them for granted ever. I know that. Okay, going back, okay. With the apology and everything else, I mean, think about it. That moment of when Ken was honestly, like, breaking down, they could have just easily demeaned him and said, you wimp, you loser, everything else, but they didn't. Barbie was very understanding of, like, why, like, Ken did the things he did. I mean, she didn't, she didn't, like, kiss him or anything, told him that, hey, none of that was evil, though. I mean, crap. Point is, like, the movie kind of fleshed out and gave, like, the leading man, I wish they had, like, more, I'm just saying Barbie and Ken had more time out in the real world with, like, everything that happened on the beach, where Barbie pretty much punched the guy for smacking her ass. Okay, ladies, in my opinion, if a guy smacks your ass, punch him dead in the face. You have every right to. But yeah, I wish that they did have, like, more time, like, out in the real world rather than just, like, a couple hours or, like, 30 minutes or so. Because, again, I mean, we live in an age nowadays where, let's be honest, a lot of young men are having a hard time understanding women these days. And, let's see, what's the other issue? Okay, that's the only issue I can come up right now. I'm sorry. Guys, I'm making this up as I go, okay? There ain't no script or nothing. I'm just telling you how I honestly feel and I honestly think about this movie. Okay, is Barbie a fascist? Okay, that was the most, funny / shocking thing about about the Barbie movie. Like, how is Barbie in a fascist? Because, well, I mean, technically the daughter pointed out the fact that Barbie's pretty much the whole reason that feminism was like thwarted back, 50, 60 something years? Because, like, let's see, unrecognizable beauty ideals, the fact that she's over sexualized and kinda, well, it makes sense. I mean, I don't know, man. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, how is Barbie a fascist? Because by definition, a fascist is basically like a dictator. Well, the way they kind of rule Barbie Land, I guess, it kind of does give me I guess, I don't know, man. I mean, that's just, I guess it was just like a little joke or a little woke joke, I guess. The fact that, let's be honest, like, in this day and age, Barbie is somewhat outdated. I don't know, crap, man. It's just crazy, man. This movie wild, but I enjoyed it a little bit. But is Barbie really a fascist? In my opinion, no, not really. I guess they just made it up and put it in a joke. I can see the reason, like, why, like, what was it? That the daughter, I think, like, the daughter kind of like said, like, she's like an unrealistic body, like, that she opposed some sort of unrealistic body image. You know, I'm just saying, when you look at, like, every single Barbie iteration before the plus-size Barbie, you can see, like, they're all just pretty thin, all blonde, blue eyes. It's just, okay, man. It's just weird, man. I mean, how the heck can a doll be a fascist? Okay, that'd be funny. Wait, no, it wouldn't be funny. Mattel would have been canceled if they ever made a dictator Barbie. That would be funny. Well, okay, technically it's not funny because, you know, dictators are kind of bad, like Hitler, Mussolini. I forgot the other one from World War II. I think it was the Japanese dictator. I don't know who it was. Point is, it would not be funny, man. Mattel would have been canceled if they ever did make a dictator Barbie. Okay. Overall thoughts and feelings. I actually enjoyed the film, though. I mean, there were some cringy moments that made me want to, like, forget this whole movie, but I still threw it anyway. And overall, I mean, what was it? Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling's performance was really good. I really did like the dance sequence. That was, like, really good, man. If anyone knows me in real life, they know dang well I love to dance, man. Like Happy Feet. Oh, man, I remember that Happy Feet movie. That was a classic, man. It was a good movie, too. Okay, getting off topic now. Okay. I'm Just Ken. That song was pretty good, man. I'm just saying, like, that song just, I don't know, to me, it sounds, like, very inspiring. And it kind of, like, got me thinking that maybe I should put this in my workout mix, I guess. But I gotta admit, though, again, I mean, the story, needs a little work. Honestly, I wish that they did have, like, what was it? Again, had, like, more time for Barbie and Ken to be out in the real world, dealing with, like, typical, like, normal people problems, though. And honestly, I'm surprised at the ending, though. That, like, in the end, like, Ken is still in Barbie Land after everything that happened. And the fact that, okay, and Barbie, like, went to see a gynecologist. I thought she was getting a job, though. That's what, I mean, I guess they just, like, wrote that in just to, like, mess with the audience a little bit. But, again, there was, like, some relatable moments. But, let's see. Okay, Alan, okay, like, dang, they really be putting them down, though. But I gotta admit, Alan can throw hands, man. I mean, like, no, bro, you wanna mess with Alan? Nope, and no. In my case, Hell no, I ain't messing with that dude. Because you're gonna get knocked the heck out if you mess with that. Okay, Issa Rae. I never actually get a chance to watch Insecure, but I've seen like some of her other movies though. I mean, I did enjoy her performance. Her performance was really good. And honestly, like the mom, shoutouts to her, man. Like shoutouts to her. I mean, I'm glad that she pointed out all the societal, like social rules. Not social rules, but okay, whatever. All these like contradictions about like being a woman. Well, technically, it's not just being a woman, but being a human being in general. Okay, I don't know. I mean, what was it? The scene where they were like talking about if you reject guys, you had to figure out a way to reject guys' advances without like being, what was it? Being a jerk, I guess. Because if you did say yes, you're a tramp, and you said no, you're a pro. Okay, I guess that, I mean, that really was a good, that was an interesting statement, and kind of a good question. It got me thinking for a minute. It really did. Okay, wait a minute. Ain't that was the chick that played, was it the weird Barbie that was doing the splits? Wasn't she in, yeah, she was in the Ghostbuster movie, the Lady Ghostbuster movie from 2016. Maybe I should review. No. Heck no. Okay. I mean, I did enjoy the Ghostbusters movie, but some people say it sucked. But overall, I enjoyed the film. Okay. The fight scenes with like all the Kens fighting each other, bro, it was funny, man. That was like real funny. And honestly, okay. Besides that, though, one thing that kind of like is a disturbing notion in this movie is the fact that the only way how they defeated all the Kens and retook everything out is by like pretending to like actually care about them and make them feel needed. Okay, I agree with a little bit of what the daughter said that guys like damsel in distress. Like, there's a reason for like why guys like this. Since I'm a guy myself, okay, ladies. I'm being honest with you, okay? I'm being honest. One of the reasons, it does make sense because, like, from a historical standpoint, guys mostly did, like, the heavy lifting, pretty much built the infrastructure that kind of, like, keep modern society moving. For example, let's say lumberjacks, they make the woods that pretty much, like, goes into everybody's house. Let's see, the electricity. Let's be honest, most people that work in power plants, they're mostly guys most of the time. Carpenters, let's see, what else? Pretty much like all the basic necessities for the modern world, most guys dominate most of those jobs. Like, for example, the construction worker thing. Oh Jesus, I got off topic. What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, guys liking damsel in distress. I suppose, like, the whole thing is because I guess guys just want to feel needed. Like, we feel like we had a purpose or we're doing something that's useful. I'm gonna be honest with you. And, okay, again, it was kind of like disturbing, like, the whole time, while, they pretend to be helpless and, everything else, and pretend to actually care about the Kens, it's kind of got me, the whole situation with the Barbies and the Kens, again, it's like a reverse version of Adam and Eve, because, like, Eve was created for Adam, just like Ken was created for Barbie. And Barbies, and I'm talking about, like, all the Barbies, they have no interest in their Kens, and kind of got me thinking, did Adam really love or care about Eve? Okay, I'm sorry. For my religious folks that probably is watching, if you're a religious person, I'm sorry, I do not mean to offend. I'm just asking questions and giving my honest opinion. My bad, okay? My bad. I don't mean to offend anybody, okay? Okay, Will Ferrell, I haven't seen him like in a movie since he did that movie with Kevin Hart. Yeah, okay, I think it was. But Will Ferrell, his character was kind of funny, kind of a nuisance, But I guess they just needed him for just the comedic dialogue for the whole story, though. And I like how, like, in the end, Barbie, like, meets her creator. Like, what was it? Her name was Ruth, and the whole reason why Barbie was named Barbie was the fact that she was named after her daughter. And the whole purpose of Barbie, overall, like, the whole reason why Barbie itself exists, was to show women during that time is that they can be whoever they want to be, that feminism gave women a choice. And that little girls can be more than just wives and mothers. You know what I mean? Okay guys, that was my honest thoughts and opinions about the Barbie movie. Again guys, I wasn't trying to offend, I'm not trying to like promote hate or any form of discrimination or ever, or any of those things, okay? I'm just an artist trying to give his own opinion about movies that we recently just seen. Alright, come on Barbie, let's go party. Alright, Empty Bullet, out.